Alright you guys, welcome back to the channel. We are all suited up, ready to rock it in the Bahamas. We got Tyler, George, Scotty Boy, Spinny. We're gonna get in this water, crystal clear water. We're gonna be shooting these primitive slings and pole spears. I got the homemade Hawaiian Sling 2.0. That's what I'm gonna start off with. And then the rest of us are gonna be rocking the pole spears. And we pretty much got all nomads. Oh, maybe somebody, what is that? What's that blue one? That blue one.
Oh, I don't even know. It's just in the garage.
Nice.
It's hard bottom, but it's just...
All right, but we're gonna get in the water and we're taking you guys with us.
All right, you guys, now welcome back underwater, and you can already see from the video, this water is crystal clear, and I always love it when it's like that. Sometimes it's a little bit more hazy, but once it's, I mean, when it's crystal, you can really tell. But we kind of start off diving this rocky, you know, edgy bottom. Don't really see a whole lot, but the day definitely picks up as it goes on. You can see me, I just do a little drop here, and I actually have my Hawaiian Sling tethered to my weight belt, but I was just going down. We weren't seeing much, so I go down, and I just wanted to show you guys the kind of life that we got down here at the bottom. So I start following Spinny around with the GoPro. He loads up because we were kind of following a hogfish around, and we hadn't really seen a whole lot, and this was a decent sized one. It wasn't a stud, but it was a good enough, you know, good enough size one, legal size. But he goes ahead, makes a drop. I'm dropping right with him. And usually this is what you see in these like little cracky, reefy areas. Or rocky areas. It's kind of rare to see grouper. Usually they're like tucked away under the ledge, or they're sitting out on top and dart into a hole. But Spinny ended up looking around. I think we may have done another drop really quickly after, and he shoots this nice hogfish. And I'm pretty sure we let it kind of slide, hoping for something better shows up, but nothing showed up. So we decided to drop and pluck this one, and not bad for a first hogfish for the trip.
How's it going? Come on. Made us work a little.
So as we were messing around, Scotty made a drop, and I kind of see him from the surface on a nice mutton. He takes a long shot, and you can usually dive bomb the ones over here in the Bahamas because they're not as smart as the ones over on the Florida coast, and they're not used to seeing divers, and you have to get really close to shoot them. But it's a good little mixed bag. I always love spearing muttons on pole spear. It's always an accomplishment because you got to get really close, and it's awesome. Usually doing nice hunts on these fish. But Scotty just dive bombed this guy, and another mixed bag fish to add to the box.
Nice one, dude. Just in range.
Oh, he let go. He'll get back. Did he? Dude, Eric is catching fish, but in a different form. Hey, let's see it.
You see him?
No, not on the back. Where's he at?
He's not on there?
No, he's not.
Ah, he's back on the front.
He's on the front? Good. Remora. Ray the Remora. Dude, those are the guys that always hang around sharks. Dude, they just got that shark vibes from you.
So this is a really cool dive. George goes down on a stud strawberry grouper. You can see it there darting in and out of the holes. He chases it for a while, takes a long shot on it, and he barely misses it. But I think he ends up reloading at the surface. It comes out again, and he took a really good shot. I didn't get that on GoPro, but he shot it, and it went in this hole really deep. He couldn't find it, so hold your breath with me, and I'm going to make a drop here real quick. So now I go down with the Hawaiian Sling, and this is not really a close quarter weapon. It's most likely it's more ideal to shoot fish outside of holes, you know, kind of open terrain like muttons and hogs. But if you grab the spear, hold the sling, and pull the spear back, you can almost use it like a pole spear in a hole, and that's what I do on this guy. I line him right up, and I just let go of the spear, and I let the band of the Hawaiian sling shoot the spear forward, and I make sure I don't immediately pull it out because it's not like a slip tip. Usually I slide the Hawaiian sling off, and then I reach my hand down the spear till I feel the fish, get a hold of the fish either in its gills or try to reach around and get the other side of the spear, and then I rip them out of the hole. It takes a little bit, but if you're patient and you're really, honestly, you're not burning a whole lot of energy down there, at least I'm not on this dive. And you can see I kind of shot him top down. All I saw was body, so I made the shot, and I got a hold of the fish. Didn't really let go of the spear or the fish until I got into the gills, and I hold him in the gills all the way up to the surface until I can pass him off to George.
Hey, I got your fish for you. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Here, thank you.
So this is more what the Hawaiian sling is used for. I see a yellow jack out in kind of the mid-water column. I start doing a little bit of grunting, draw back, land a kind of a higher shot, and normally I'm dead on with this sling, but something was a little off on this trip. I needed to kind of go back to the drawing board. It was shooting a little inaccurate, so but I shot this fish. I babied it big time. That's the good thing about using this sling is you can kind of baby the line, kind of walk the dog, let it pull it up slowly, unless there's a shark. If there's a shark, I'm ripping him up, and either he tears off or it doesn't tear off and I get him. Either way, I'm not going to let the shark get it, but kind of slowly pull him up. It's barely hanging on. Scott decides to take a shot on him and absolutely destroys this thing.
Second shot.
Oh my God. So you devoured his eyeball. Nice. George shot a nice black. Quality, dude. Oh, nice. You stone him?
Yeah, dude.
Yes. That's sick. You want to hop in?
Sick.
You want to hop in?
Yeah, I'll hop in for a second.
Oh, shoot.
Tyler's gonna try to shoot that other one.
Oh, that thing just came off. I got it.
You got it?
I think so. Yeah, there you go. I got him.
Extra Tyler spawn here.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on him. Good one. That's what you want to have happen. That's what I'm talking about. Hell yeah. Hey, looks like the guys are kicking back to this spot. They might be chasing the black this way.
Here we go again. Hold your breath with me. It's not a very deep dive we go on, but it is, I do get a nice fish. Spinny goes down there. He saw a black go in this hole, a black grouper, and he's kind of letting this hogfish pass because he already shot his for the day, and it's a really good one. I draw back on this fish, and same thing, I shot a little off. I was aiming for the stone shot, and I even shot low on this guy. So again, I'm kind of babying him. Don't want to like rip him up. If it was a really good shot, I would have no problem, but it was kind of through the gills, a little low. But I pull this guy, kind of, like I said, walk him up. If he kicks, I let him go. If not, I just slowly bring him to the surface till I can get my hands on the fish.
All right, you guys, I'm running the boat right now, and we're making some good headway. We got some great variety in the box already. We got hogfish, we got mutton, and we also got some of those strawberry grouper. And if you never shot one of those or tried them and eat them, they are delicious. A fairly easy fish to shoot if you're a beginner. They hang around like reeve, and yeah, there's a strawberry and then there's a rock kind, and they look a little different, but they both taste delicious. They're both shootable fish, and they do count as your aggregate on grouper. But the box is looking real healthy, and we're hoping to continue this trend.
So there's another third-person action shot for you guys. There's George plugging a nice hogfish, and same thing, there's that terrain, which it's like little cracks in the middle of like a desert, and it's absolutely loaded with these hogs. Another one added to the box. Solid fish, solid dive. And now here we go. Go ahead and hold your breath with me. Now I'm gonna make a drop, and this is an interesting dive. So we're really shallow, and this is an unusual species for this shallow. It is a dog snapper. So now there's these dog snapper, and they're big. They're going in and out of these cracks and poking their head out, then going back in and poking their head out another hole. And there's probably like 4 or 5 of them around. And I'm just sitting here loaded back. I switched over to my pole spear because I got frustrated with the sling. And I'm just waiting for this thing to stick its head out. And of course, it must have sensed I was there. But that was what I was doing. I was just waiting. And once he popped his head out, I would take a shot. I could have gone in the crack, but I decided not to pressure the fish. I head up and I look off in that little crack right where my spear is now. Unfortunately, I didn't hit my GoPro when I shot the fish, but long story short, he poked his head out this cave. I took the shot and he darted back in the cave, and I kept pressure on the fish, keeping him from going farther back. And this is the extraction. You see how I kind of held him from going farther? He definitely could have. And that cable slip tip did work, and it doesn't get frayed on the reef, and I'm able to grab it by the steel cable and pull him out. He went around that corner, so I pulled him out and just headed to the surface. Super stoked on this one, but if you keep watching, while I'm at the surface gutting this guy, Scott ends up making a drop on another fish. So stay tuned, keep watching, and you'll see this is pretty epic.
Little guy. No, it's a big one. I've seen there's like 4 others like that around there.
I know.
What is...
Yeah, he just got one too. All right, you guys, we are done diving for the day. That was an epic trip, and we're gonna send it back to the mainland. We got some storms to roll through. If you enjoyed this video, check out my other stuff. I'll link it up in the corner. Also, check out Red Rum Gear. Get yourself some Costa sunglasses, and if you need any free diving gear or spear gear, check out Florida Freedivers. They are tip top. They got everything you need. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're new, consider subscribing. And like always, I'll see you guys next week for another adventure. Later.